Do you love chocolate? Do you love dessert? Maybe you're celebrating Valentine's Day in style and really want to make a dessert to impress? How about chocolate pot de creme, one of my favorite desserts? Easy to make. Watch this. I don't consider myself much of a dessert person, but this is one recipe that I knock out of the park and I just absolutely adore it. So first thing that we're doing is we're heating up or tempering our heavy cream. We're just gonna bring that, just to the barest simmer. I just wanna see a couple of dots and a little bit of steam come off that. Before that happens, I'm sliding my egg yolks and my sugar into my standing mixer. And I'm just gonna combine those until they're light and fluffy and ribbony and have a little bit of volume. That's off. Go around the edges, because when you're making a small batch like this one that just handles 6, 10% of the stuff on the edge doesn't get incorporated. And you can see here, it's ribbony and lemony. And this is almost simmering. Just gonna look for a couple little bubbles. Half of my cream goes in, stir. The second half can kind of go in a stream as you're paddling back and forth. And note, I'm using a spatula. I'm stirring, not whisking here. I don't want to put more air into this mixture. And then I have a strainer in case there's any little bits of cooked egg or something in there. And it's set over finely chopped shaved chocolate. Don't use big chunks because it's not gonna melt. The better your chocolate, the better this dish is gonna be. And then I just pour this through the strainer. And I'm just gonna stir this because I want this to be hot enough to melt my chocolate. And as I'm stirring this, I'm going to add my vanilla. I got my cream nice and hot, and I almost melted my chocolate. So all I do, because I always have a pot of boiling water going when I'm doing this, I'm just gonna set my chocolate over this bowl and let the steam heat fully melt my chocolate. Set a cloth in a baking pan, set your cups in a flat, secure place on that cloth, not on the end. Pouring chocolate pot de creme into ramekins, or in this case, really cute little mason jars. We're gonna do the same thing with hot water, except all we're gonna do is just pour it in. Fill this about halfway up the custards, 350-degree oven until they're jiggly and set. So these beautiful little custards were nice and jiggly. Pulled them out of the hot water bath, cooled them at room temperature for 15-20 minutes, moved them to a tray to the fridge, and now we can have some fun and decorate them. Some whipped cream, put all these things out and let everybody decorate their own. Look at how pretty that is. Which one do I want? World's smallest gumball. Chocolate pot de creme, deliciously decadent, one of my favorite desserts.